Hey guys, it's your boy Sean Bellamy, back with you with a brand new video. Philly Eagles talk here on my channel, and the game just ended. The Philadelphia Eagles, we lost our first game of the year to the Washington Commanders at home, 32-21. The score honestly was like 26-21, but the Eagles tried to do like a lateral, whatever, the last 4 seconds of the game to try to do a miracle. Obviously, it didn't work out, and then the Washington Commanders picked up the fumble and scored and celebrated and everything, and so they ended up winning 32-31. We're 8-1. I know I shouldn't be so down about it. I'll get over it by tomorrow. The way we lost, man, it's just it's leading up to this. Like, we have played very good football, but there's always been those moments when you watch this team that you could just tell that there's so much more work to do. I just don't understand. Let's just start with the defense, man. Coming into the game, for people that don't know, Jonathan Gannon is the Eagles defensive coordinator, and I fucking hate him. I really hate him. I don't know him personally, but as a defensive coordinator, as a fan of the team, I hate him. His schemes are so trash that I knew sooner or later teams with any type of decent to a competent quarterback, teams with a good running game, with a good running back, a running game in total, was going to give the Philadelphia Eagles problems, yo. Jonathan Gannon's scheme is basically a soft coverage, just stupid shit, having his corners, two good corners, and Darius Slay and James Bradbury, having them play off 8 to 10 yards off the fucking ball, off the receiver they're guarding, not blitzing, and not bringing any of these good linebackers in the gaps and try to attack gaps or anything. It was only a matter of time. I think the Washington Commanders ran, 46 times or something. They just did exactly what I have been saying, that the blueprint is there basically to beat the Eagles. When you go up against the Eagles, the blueprint is there. We don't stop the run well, especially after Jordan Davis, our big guy, big first-round pick, got hurt. We don't stop the run. And then even when we, like I said, we go up against average to, decent quarterbacks, we let them sit in the pocket all day, don't blitz, don't do nothing of the sorts. We just let them sit back and throw the ball and just... Oh, my God. The blueprint is there to beat the Eagles, yo. Run the ball, running the ball, control the clock. The time possession was disgusting today. The Washington Commanders it felt like the Eagles were even on the field. It just like we was watching the Washington Commanders just go up against Eagles defense the entire game. I'm so pissed, yo. I know it's just one loss, but oh my freaking God, dude, that hurts because it's so pathetic and embarrassing. Listen, our next 3 games... Next 3 is against the Colts, who has Jonathan Taylor. I think the Packers that got Aaron Jones and Dillon. And the freaking Titans, who has Derrick Henry. I'm not saying those are not winnable games, but those are teams that can actually run the football. Yo, I really wish they would fire Jonathan Gannon, dude. Oh my God, dude. He gets saved because we have this great talent of defenders on that side of the ball. But his scheme, I swear to God, dude, I hate it so much, man. It's so weird to me why he plays the scheme he does. And it's so crazy because the entire first half and some in the third quarter, we could not get stops. But then I know we're in the fourth quarter. Our defense does start getting stops because the Washington Commanders, you can argue, Taylor Heinicke, the quarterback for the Commanders, started doing some stupid stuff. And the Commanders in general just really couldn't do anything. Once I think they went up 23-21 on us, our defense actually was starting to pick it up. But again, I'm not giving Jonathan Gannon no freaking credit. Because again, he started to blitz when the game was, like a few times when the game was starting to get out of reach. In the fourth quarter, our defense started making stops, which transitioned over me to talk about the offense. Jalen Hurts, I didn't think Jalen Hurts had a horrible game. He did some things, though, that really remind you of his, back when he first got the job and everything, where he would bail out after one read. There was one play in the fourth quarter where we ended up punting. I think it was getting close to the 2-minute warning, where he had a good pocket, but for some reason he stepped up and literally ran in between his offensive lineman and a defense lineman for the Washington Commanders and got sacked. Like you look back on it, you're thinking, why did he even try to step up in the first place on that play? But overall, I don't think Jalen Hurts was horrible or anything like that. That was probably not one of his best games. Overall, the main story for the offense, dude, was literally, well, two things. One, we didn't run the ball enough, which I'm about to go fucking crazy over because I'll talk about that in a second. But definitely the other thing why we lost was the turnovers. It was so many turnovers, yo. I think the Eagles had 4 turnovers, and they were literally self-inflicted. There were besides the one, there was one turnover that's going to get counted as a turnover because Dallas Goedert, he caught a screen pass from Jalen Hurts. We were actually flagged. We probably go down the field and drive. He catches a screen pass from Jalen Hurts. He gets tackled, but it clear as day, blatant, 100%. You couldn't miss it unless you're blind as a fucking bat. That ref must have been. He got a face mask pulled. And because he got pulled in his face mask and probably got poked in the eye, he gets hit by another guy from the Washington Commanders, and he fumbles the ball. And the Washington Commanders pick it up, and then they got the ball. At least I think they put 3 more points after that. The point I'm making is that should have never have happened. They literally, there was a ref right in front of Dallas Goedert that did not call the blatant face mask. Joe Buck and Troy Aikman seen it. The fans went crazy and they seen it. The refs literally, I don't listen. And the crazy thing is about the rule. The thing is, when they reviewed it to make sure it was a fumble, you can't even go back and say, "Oh well, listen, we'll take the fumble off the board because it should have been a face mask." They don't do that. Now, one of these, I think one of these referees, former referees or head referees, was talking to Joe Buck and Troy Aikman over the, I guess the Zoom call, whatever, and was basically saying that they've been trying to do that for years. They've been trying to find a way to get these 15-yard penalties added on to these reviews in situations like this because it was a horrible missed call, basically. They missed it, and it cost us dearly. But and the refs fucking sucked this game. But I'm not going to put it all on the refs, dude. The Eagles, and I told you, the refs deserves part of the blame, but the Eagles, we killed ourselves. But besides that one, that shouldn't have been a turnover. You had one play where, again, like we were trying to make a comeback. I think we was done 26-21. Jalen Hurts throws a beautiful ball, a bomb to Quez Watkins. And Quez Watkins gets behind the defense and actually catches it. He falls to the ground. Our wide receiver, Quez Watkins, falls to the ground, gets back up because he wasn't touched, and tried to run. This other dude for the safety, I think the safety for Washington Commanders, he comes out of nowhere. Not really nowhere, but he's behind Quez Watkins. He hits Quez Watkins from behind, and Quez Watkins fumbles the football. The ball travels in like maybe 10 yards. Devontae Smith had a chance as he dove at it with a bunch of Washington Commanders on his back, and then the Washington Commanders pick it up for a clean, just a clean pickup. There was no rumble for anything. Like, he got hit, and he fumbled the football. And you could just tell after that, I was sitting there like, yo, this is clearly not the night. It just seemed like everything that was going to go wrong went wrong in this game. And it sucks. It sucks, dude. Like I said, it's 8-1. A first game, but dude, I hate losing because incompetent football. I hate losing because of mistake-filled football. That's all the Eagles did. The Eagles killed themselves. You can sit there and you can give the Washington Commanders their credit. I may sound like sour for not saying, oh, they deserve all the credit, but the Eagles really shot themselves in the foot majority of the times in this game. And of course, Jonathan Gannon is a fucking idiot. The other thing also too for the offense in this video, and wrap this up, the running the football. I don't know what's the problem with Nick Sirianni or Shane, our offensive coordinator. I don't know what's going on, dude. In the whole first half, dude, coming into the game, the Eagles are a good running football team. They're up there with the Bears and the Ravens, I believe, definitely top 5 running team. I really do believe the Eagles are a top 5 running team. I don't get why we don't get Miles Sanders the ball at least 20 times a game on the ground. You could share it amongst Gaineswell and Boston Scott, whoever, but Miles Sanders should be getting the ball at least 20 times on the ground per game. The man is average, I think, like 5-6 yards a carry this year. I don't know why we're so pass heavy with Jalen Hurts. And I know Jalen's playing like MVP this year, but I don't understand why they're becoming so. It frustrates me so much, dude, because we're such a balanced team. That's the way we should be. Jalen Hurts should not have to throw the ball more than maybe 20 times a game. Run the football. What happened to our RPOs? What happened to just giving it to Miles Sanders 100? Just give him the ball. Because in the second half, when we decided to run the ball, Miles Sanders was getting like 3 to 6 yards. He was gaining some. Oh my God, it just brings you back to the old days of the Eagles football team. When you just watch the book, when everyone's yelling for like Doug Peterson or go back further, Andy Reid, to run the football and stop being so damn pass heavy. Excuse me. In the second half, they gave Miles Sanders the ball, and we actually started moving the ball. It opened up the passing game. I just don't understand why we become so one-dimensional. I don't understand it. I know we have weapons. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert. We got weapons all over. LaQuez Watkins. We got weapons all over the place at wide receiver and tight end. But why not you have a running back that's also a weapon? If I'm Miles Sanders, dude, I would really be pissed because he really, to me, he really should be averaging like close to 100 yards a game on the ground. And he can do it. This offensive line is good enough. They block well when it comes to run game. I don't understand. And he runs the ball well when he's not dancing all the damn time. But I don't know why they just don't stick to that. It really frustrates me when they become so pass heavy and reliant on Jalen to go for no reason. But yeah, we lost, man. It's the first loss of the year. I told you, you could give your, crown to Washington Commanders for that, man. You could give them the credit because they did I told you before, man, take anything away from this video, and I'm going to constantly say it throughout the entire week. The blueprint is there to beat the Eagles, man. If Jonathan Gannon as the Eagles defensive coordinator is not he's not gonna adapt. He's so fucking he's so stubborn. He refuses to change the style. It's literally play just soft coverage and don't blitz and hope that your four defensive linemen get there every time, which is not going to happen, yo. You got Darius Slay and James Bradbury playing 8 yards off these receivers, and I just don't understand it, yo. If you play the Philadelphia Eagles, that defense, with so much talent on there, you still need a competent defensive coordinator. We don't have one. The next 3 games is going to be scary to watch because we suck. And Jonathan Gannon sucks at defending the run and giving decent quarterbacks time, yo. I really don't understand. I really can't get over that. I just don't understand all that talent. He likes to play like a little bitch when it comes. I can't stop cussing. I'm so upset. He literally has the Eagle. Like, it's like he's okay with the Eagles getting punched in the mouth every week, it seems now. At least close to every week. We got the Titans with Jonathan Taylor. We got Aaron Jones and the Green Bay Packers and them dudes. They can run the ball. And we got freaking Derrick Henry. And sooner or later, we're going to run it to Saquon. And we're going to run it to Saquon Barkley. Like, I just don't get it, man. But yeah, we're 8-1, you guys. It's a loss, man. That again, it's just one loss. We're still in the division. I think we're 1 game up on the Giants. The Cowboys, thank God they lost. But you're going to hear it all week now. Everyone's going to, that's all the, you knew this was coming too. I've seen some Cowboys fans, I don't give a fuck about Cowboys fans. I know Cowboys fans are going to talk and say, oh, the Eagles seed are so fraudulent. Hey, no, listen, it's coming though. It's not just from the Cowboys. You're going to hear it all week, yo. The media, national media, everybody's going to be like, all right, dude. Okay, see, we gave way too much stock to the Eagles' undefeated season. I'm actually sort of happy in the way we lost because I was tired of hearing, when are we going to lose our first game? I honestly didn't think, to be honest though, I didn't think we'd lose our first game until like maybe week 11, possibly. But this was just a sheer example of a trap game. Eagles went in there, just not play good ball. But I'm out, you guys, man. Jesus, man. Peace.